Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna check out a song that my friend recommended to me called Waltzing Flutes. I'm gonna listen to it a few times and let you know my thoughts afterwards. Alright, yo, I just finished hearing that song multiple times. It was really nice. Now let me tell you about it. It was made by Manfred Minnich and his orchestra. So, the drums were using mostly brushes and the hi-hat doing like a 2/3 polyrhythm. And then the bass was hitting mostly root notes on the downbeats, playing mostly whole notes with occasional quarter notes. And the chord progression was happening really fast, shifting between the two key centers, A major and F major. The melodies and the melodic things that were going on were very simple and pretty and very easy to sing along with, you know? And no lyrics, that's okay. The instruments that were doing some background fills were a harp, piano, some wind instrument, I think it was a piccolo or oboe, I'm not sure, and then strings. Well, the key tempo and time signature is A major, around 180 beats per minute, and it's in 3/4. Okay, now the drum kit was keeping time as well as the bass. The strings were playing chords, and the flutes were playing harmonized melodic lines, and the strings and flutes are interacting really nicely. And there are occasional harp and piano fills. Already said that, yeah. I'm just going through what I wrote. Yeah, and I thought I heard another wind instrument, but I don't know, yeah. And so, there are 4 chord progressions I heard in this song. Alright, so if I say otherwise, unless I say otherwise, each chord lasts for 1 bar. So let's dive in. The first chord progression is B minor, C sharp 7, A major, G sharp 7 over B sharp, B minor for 2 bars, then B flat 7 for 2 bars with a flat 5, and A major, G major, A major, G major, A major, B flat major, B flat major, A major. In Roman numerals, that'll be 2, 5 of the 6, 1, 7, 2 for 2 bars, and the flat 2 for 2 bars, which is the tritone sub. And then 1, flat 7, 1, flat 7, 1, flat 2, flat 2, 1. Alright. Now progression 2 is A major for 2 bars, G sharp minor, C sharp 7, and F sharp minor for 2 bars, then E minor, then A7, and then D major, E major, C sharp minor, F sharp 7, B minor, E7, A major, A7, or A major. It varies each time. And D major, E major, C sharp minor, F sharp dominant 7, yeah. B minor, E7, and then A major for 2 bars. So to break that all down, that's the 1 chord for 2 bars, then a 2/5 to the 6 chord, which is the relative minor, and then another 2/5 to the 4 chord, the 5 chord, and then a 2/5 to the 2, and then a 2/5 to the 1. And then the 1 chord functions as a 5 of the 4, and then we repeat again 4, 5, then the 2, 5 to the 2 again, and then that 2 chord immediately segues into the next 2, 5, which goes to the 1. And so when you have a 2, 5 that goes to the 2 chord, and then a 2, 5 to the 1, that's basically also known as a 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. So that's what's happening here. Alright, now we modulate to F major. Now we're going to treat F major as the 1 chord. So it's F major for 2 bars, G7 for 2 bars, G minor, C7, then F major for 2 bars, F major for 2 more bars, B flat major, G minor, C7 for 2 bars, then F major, and E7. So that right there is 1 chord for 2 bars, and then the 2 chord for 2 bars, which functions as the 5 of the 5 because it's a dominant. And then basically a 2, 5, 1, and we stay on the 1 chord for 2 bars. We stay on the 1 chord for 2 more bars, and then we go to the 4 chord, then the 2, and then the 5 chord, stay on the 5 for 2 bars, then we go to the 1, and then we pivot. We go to the 5 of the original key, which is A major. And then progression 2 happens again, then progression 3, progression 2, and then progression 4, which is G major, A major, B flat major for 2 bars, and then A major for, you know, the rest of the song, which is like 4 bars and then 2 more bars at the very end. So that's flat 7, 1, flat 2 for 2 bars, and then the 1 for 4 bars and 2 more at the end. Yeah. Man, I love that, those last 2 chords, B flat major to A major. I just love that. I love that. Sounded so cool. It sounded like neo soul. It sounded very modern, you know? Alright, so that's the chords in this song. And now I'm gonna show you how they sound. Alright, so we're just gonna try this and see what happens. I'm going to first play the progressions in the order that they happen, and then after that I'll play some of them on loop. So first, yeah, I'm gonna play them in the order that it happens, so it goes like this. Progression 1, progression 2 is progression 3 switches out of nowhere. Progression 2 again, which is Wait, I held that for too long. Yeah. And then it was... Okay, 3 and 2. Alright, progression 3. And then... And then... So yeah, that's all the chords in the song, and that's me doing my own interpretation of them. Now let me see if there are any specific parts I want to play on loop. The first part that kind of caught my eye was this part in progression 1, which was wrong part, A major and G major, just shifting between those two key centers. I want to play that a few times. What a nice progression. Oh yeah. Oh, that was fun. Fun to just take that chord progression and just improvise around it, you know? And then let's see. Oh, that first part right there, that Oh, that progression was that right when it went from like, it's just so good. And then, whoo! Oh, and then, oh, it just that, oh, it's so good. Oh, these chords are bad. Oh, well, let's see how that voice leads, you know? Basically, this voice goes up, and these two go down. And then we got this. Oh. That's the tritone sub version, but the regular 2/5 would be, that's the regular one, but that's tritone sub on the 5, you know, the 5 becomes a flat 2. And then, let's see, so many dope chords. Oh yeah, and then this, the second progression kind of sounds like pop music a little bit, you know? Let's see. Right here, this is the part, okay. This is not the exact chords, but it kind of reminds me of like songs like Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars, and some other songs where it's kind of like, you know? It's very, yeah, it's very similar to this chord progression. The way to do it is just, this chord progression, this song is D major, E major, C sharp minor, F sharp dominant, so it's very similar. So if we just play D major, play E major afterwards, just keep D in the bass, and then use that as a walk down, and keep, you know, and then go to that instead of that, you know? Ugh, it's so nice. So it's like it's a very similar chord progression, you know? And then, so we got this nice little, it's a 3-6-2-5-1. It's just so nice, you know? Woo! And then I noticed another great observation I have is that, this song has a similar modulation to the song called Christmas Time Is Here, because Christmas Time Is Here is in F major, but then it visits D flat major temporarily. And D flat major is 2 whole steps down from the original key. And this song does that too. It's an A major, but we go down to F major, you know? So like, it modulates, it temporarily key changes down 2 whole steps, you know? So that's what I noticed that this song has in common with Christmas Time Is Here. I thought that was pretty cool. That little, that sneaky turnaround, you know? Oh, so nice. And the progression in F major is pretty simple. It's not as, I would say it's not as like complex as the one in A major, because it's like pretty much all, well, except for that G7 chord. Besides that, everything else is diatonic. Maybe like, and then maybe this kind of functions like a 5 chord to get us here. Ooh, and then we go back, yeah. It's kind of just like a bridge, it's kind of like just a B section to kind of just change it up so it doesn't get monotonous, you know? Yeah. And then that little progression at the end, I just want to vibe on that for a little while. Just B flat to A, you know? Woo! nice. Alright. And that little walk up, it kind of sounds like Neil's solo when you got this. The chords before that are. Woo! That's how the outro goes. And if you take all those chords and like swap them out with the relative minors, it would sound like it would sound absolutely like Neil's solo, you know? But that right there, like, sounds like a very modern chord progression, you know, with a lot of non-functional harmony. I want to try that with the relative minor, so for each chord. So that would be that works too, but major chords will sound nice too. Woo! Oh, that's such a cool resolution at the end. Oh, so hip, you know? You can do so many different options. You can just do like a, but in this case they do. Not only do they tritone sub the 5, but they also make it a major chord rather than a traditional dominant chord. So it's like, you know, really out there. It's different, you know? It sounds very modern and very non-functional, you know? It doesn't sound like the traditional 2-5-1s, you know, you hear in the jazz music, you know? Yeah. So that was a lot of fun, you know? Thank you for tuning into this Q video. Have a Q, an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, y'all.